Hi guys, I am back with a little review. I just filmed this makeup look for my Valentine's Day makeup series, and I used the Urban Decay Naked on the Run palette that I got for Christmas over the holidays. So I decided to do a really quick first impressions review on it because I realized that I haven't done any reviews or first impressions on my video, which is really weird and mind-boggling even to myself because I try out so many different makeup products all the time anyways, and it would make sense if I shared my thoughts and feelings with them on my beauty channel on YouTube. So that is what we're doing today. I apologize for sounding nasally and congested because that is what I am. I think I'm catching a cold or something. I don't feel good, but I still wanted to sit down and film these videos for you guys before Valentine's Day is out. And yeah, I apologize if I sound annoying because my head feels like it weighs a ton and I just feel ugh. But anyways, we're gonna push through and power on through this video. So this is the box that it comes in when you buy it. They did a really great job packaging this product. It's really sleek and compacted, and it has everything that you would need for your face on it besides concealer and foundation. So yeah, this is what the actual box looks like. It's really pretty. I think Urban Decay did a really great job at this packaging. It's like a bronzy metallic with a wild animalistic print on the top. And yeah, they did a really great job. It's really sleek and compacted and small, and you'll be shocked at what's inside for being this tiny. So you open it up and you get a really nice generous sized mirror. Sorry if I'm blinding you, but you get a, how can I do this without spilling everything? You get a mascara, an eyeliner, a lip gloss, 5 different eyeshadows, blush, bronzer, and highlighter. So you have your full face of makeup all in this palette besides foundation and concealer obviously. But for all the products that you get in this and being so little and compacted, I think it's amazing. It's great for travel. If I'm going to be going somewhere for a weekend or something, I'd probably just bring this in my foundation because that's all I would need. I have all my products in here. So the first thing you get in this palette is their Perversion Bigger, Blacker, Badder Mascara. And I'm sure this is just in the black color. Well, obviously it says blacker. So yeah, the mascara isn't anything too special or fancy. It's kind of just a regular mascara to me. It is my first time wearing it, so I don't know if it smudges or runs or what's that word, crumbles on your cheeks, because you know how like mascara can dry on your lashes and then kind of crumble onto your cheeks throughout the day. But I've been wearing it for about 3 hours and I really like it so far. I haven't seen any smudging or any extra crumbles of mascara on my cheeks. So I do like this mascara. Again, nothing special, but I'm not really picky with mascara. I can kind of basically use any mascara and like it. And I'm wearing false lashes anyways, so I don't know what it would do to my natural lashes. But so far, I do like this mascara with false lashes. The next thing is their 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in the color Stag. I'll have all the close-up swatches for you guys because when I swatch it from like this far, you can't really see the color or how creamy it goes on. But this is just a really pretty basic brown eyeliner pencil. I love the 24/7 Glide On pencils. I know that everyone loves it, so this is a great product to include in this palette because eyeliner is important in a makeup look. So the next product that's included in this palette is their Naked Lip Gloss in the color Seso. I'm totally saying it wrong, I'm sure, but I'll have the name written down here somewhere. It is their Ultra Nourishing Gloss, and I really love this color. I think it's perfect for this palette because the eyeshadows that are in here, you create a darker smoky eye rather than a more neutral smoky eye. So to include a really nudie pink gloss in this is genius. It's a lot darker in the packaging than it is when you apply it on your lips. It's a really pretty pinky mauve color that's more sheer than opaque, and it has tiny little golden specks of, not glitter, just I guess shimmer in it, but you don't feel the grittiness of the shimmer or the glitter on your lips. So it's a really nice lip gloss. I really like how it feels on the lips. My lips feel moisturized but not heavy because sometimes lip glosses can feel heavy on your lips, but this one doesn't, so I really do love this lip gloss. So now onto the powder products of this palette. I guess we'll start with the eyeshadows. Again, I'll just have close-up swatches on my hands for you guys because it's hard to swatch and see the actual colors from this far back. So the first eyeshadow color in the palette is called Dive, and it's a really pretty, I'm going to show you it from afar anyways, but I'll have close-up swatches. It's a really pretty rosy pink color. This is probably one of my favorite colors from the palette, and yeah, I just really love this color. Really pretty, really shiny and sparkly, but not metallic in any way. Yeah, this is probably the smoothest and most buttery feeling eyeshadow in this palette. It feels most Urban Decay to me, if that makes any sense, because it actually feels like the quality of an Urban Decay eyeshadow that I'm so used to from my Naked palettes, because the other colors are, I'll get into those later on, but this one is beautiful and I really love the formulation of it. The next one is called Fix, and this is one of two matte colors. I love how they included matte colors in this to use as a transition color, and this one is a really pretty light taupey color, perfect for blending in your crease to get a really nice gradient effect if you're doing a smoky eye. And yeah, again, this one feels very Urban Decay like to me. Great quality, very smooth and buttery and very easily blended out. The next one is called Resist. Let's see, you guys know that I'm bad at swatches, right? So this one is another shimmery color. This one is brownie, kind of taupey colored, and this one was kind of hard to apply with a brush. I didn't use my fingers because when I do my makeup I always like to use my brushes, so this one was a little bit more difficult to get on the eye, to get the color to show up on the eyes. It wasn't flaky or anything, it just wasn't as pigmented as I had thought, because I swatched them before I applied them, and it swatched beautifully. Like, you can see the swatch now. That's just one or two swipes and it swatches beautifully, but when you're using it on a brush it kind of feels dry and not flaky. Like, you don't get fallout from it. It just feels drier than most shadows, and it was kind of hard to build up the pigmentation of the color. So that one wasn't my favorite color out of the palette, but it's still a really pretty color once you get the actual color on your eyes. And then the next one is in Dare, and this one is another matte one, which is great. And this is a matte dark brown, perfect for the outer V, perfect for doing a smokier look underneath your lash line. And yeah, this one again feels smooth, buttery, very pigmented, very little effort to blend out, so I love this one. And then the next one is in Stun. Again, this one I just don't feel like it's very Urban Decay quality. It swatches beautifully, just like Resist. It swatches beautifully, goes on really nice when you're using your finger, but again, when I was using my brush to kind of darken my outer V, it was really hard to build up the color. This one was definitely flaky. You have to be careful. I would definitely use, or I'm so scatterbrained today, guys, I apologize. I would definitely do your eye makeup before your face makeup like I did in the video, because this one, there's a ton of fallout. It's very flaky when you're using a brush, so just be careful when you're using this color. But again, once you get the color on and the pigmentation is on, it's a really beautiful sparkly brown color. But yeah, so those were the 5 eyeshadows. Eyeshadow wise, I think that Urban Decay did a great job at selecting the shadows that went into this, because all the colors are so complementary of each other. You can get a lot of different smoky eyes out of this. Yeah, I really do like the eyeshadow colors in this, even though a couple of the colors or a couple of the shadows were a little bit iffy to me. So now we'll move on to the face products of this palette. I am wearing all the face products on my face today. The bronzer is in, there's no name, it's just called bronzer. So the bronzer is really great. I really like how it applies. It's very smooth. It blended out amazing. It was probably one of the softest and most buttery bronzers I've ever used. It just blended out so nice and so quick that it took very little effort with my brush to get the bronzer on my face and blend it out. So if you can see it, the bronzer is right there. And to light to medium skin tones, I'd say this would look beautiful on. I don't know if it would show up on deeper skin tone girls. But yeah, I do like this bronzer. They also include a blush in this palette, and the blush I am absolutely in love with. It's a really pretty bright pink, but it doesn't make you look like Barbie or a clown. It's a really pretty pink. I have it on today. It makes you look very flushed, like naturally flushed, like you've been out in the cold and you come back in and you look kind of, you know, pinky flushed and really pretty and natural. This is what it does on your cheeks, this color. And it looks intimidating in the pan and swatches because it's such a bright pink, but if you blend it out and use very little of it, it gives such a beautiful glow. And I think that's what's making me look less sick right now, because without the blush on I look kind of sick and pale and kind of splotchy, but when I put this blush on it kind of brightens up my complexion and really pulls my whole look all together. So I absolutely love this blush, and I think it's really great that they included it in this packet. Not packet, oh my goodness, my head, in this palette. And then the last thing in it is the highlight in the color 50/50, which is a random name for a color, but we'll swatch it right here. The highlighter is, can you even see it? It's right there. The highlighter's okay, nothing special. I wish they would have put kind of a lighter highlighter in, because this kind of just blends in with my skin color when I apply it. You can see it does give a really nice glow to the cheeks, but in the inner corners, because I did use it in my inner corners for my eyes, it didn't really show up. I kind of really had to pack it on, and then by the point like where I packed on enough color where I can see it, it was just kind of too powdery, so I kind of blended it out anyways. But on your cheeks it's really pretty. Maybe I'll just use it for my cheeks. So those were all the products that were included in this palette, and I guess I'll just do an overall review and what my thoughts and feelings are about this palette. I definitely give this palette an A+. I would definitely recommend this palette for anybody, beginners, professionals, experts, whatever you may have it. I would definitely recommend getting this. I don't think it's limited edition, but don't quote me on that. It is still on the Sephora website. It retails for $54, which is kind of expensive for a makeup product, but if you think about it, you're getting an 11-piece makeup palette. You're getting a whole face look, everything you would need for a complete look besides foundation in one palette, and for $54, if you kind of divide it up 11 ways, because there's 11 pieces in here, it comes out to be maybe $4 or $5 per product. And for Urban Decay products and for an Urban Decay quality, I think that's an amazing price. It's not too expensive in my eyes. I think it's perfectly worth the 50-something dollars. Yeah, I would definitely recommend this palette. I absolutely adore it. So that was my review for the Urban Decay Naked on the Run palette. I hope you guys enjoyed my first review video. I'm sorry if I was a little scatterbrained and all over the place. I'm still trying to get used to reviewing something on camera, and I'm also sick, so my brain isn't working as well as it should be or as it normally is. But yeah, I plan on doing some more reviews for you guys, because I picked up a crap ton of different palettes that I wanted to try out, so I'm going to be using them in the Valentine's Day makeup tutorials, and then I will review them just like I did with this palette. If there's any products that you guys want me to try and review for you guys, definitely let me know down in the comments below. And yeah, that is it for this video, guys. Thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.